Hello, friends. My name is host Eric. I'm the host of Talking with Famous People. In this episode of Talking with Famous People, I would like to take off my Talking with Famous People sexy hat and put on my entrepreneur hat. Because I'm not just a YouTuber, I'm an entrepreneur who's got a lot of great business ideas. And I'm looking for a venture capitalist who might be interested in investing in some of these great business ideas. So, now I got my entrepreneur hat on. Let's take a look at some of the possible businesses you, if you wanted to, could invest in. Got some restaurant ideas I think are going to really pop. Food Cube. Food Cube is a restaurant that sells a cube of food, and everything's cube themed. The tables are cubes. The drinks are cubes. If you get it for there, if you get it to go, it fits in a cup holder because it's kind of important. They sell tater tots, but they're not cylindrical. They're cubes. They only have basically one couple of items on their menu. Food Cube is a way to get full for cheap and get kind of a hot dog on a stick experience, because the girls who work there have to wear primary color costumes that are shaped like cubes. Now, Food Cube, of course, has original Food Cube, but it also has Food Cube Caliente, which is the same thing as Food Cube, but with a spicy Mexican flavor and a Mexican theme. And then there's Casserole. Casserole is the boutique farm-to-table level restaurant in Food Cube. It serves various kinds of casserole, but on fancy plates with fancy forks and knives and the whole, farm-to-table mystique going on. See what's next. More than just condiments. Yes. My business, More Than Just Condiments, is a surefire multi-billion-dollar company. Eventually, it's going to take a little while to catch on. But the idea is, it's a store that mostly sells condiments, like all the different condiments you can get, you can imagine. All your aiolis, your mayonnaises, your whatever. Your mustard, your ketchups. Now, here's the thing. It's also got a drive-thru. And the goal is to get people to go through, say, McDonald's. Do you want some ketchup? No, thanks. Because we're going to More Than Just Condiments. And then they go through More Than Just Condiments to get all the special condiments they want for their food. But it's more than just condiments. I mean, they've also got things like croutons. Like shelled sunflower seeds you put on a salad, for example. Dressings. They've got shredded cheese as a topping kind of thing. Like things like that, They got napkins there as well, and plastic spoons and forks and stuff like that you might need. It's a great store. You're going to love it there. It's more than just condiments. Okay, this is going to be a great restaurant. Wrong Hole. Wrong Hole is a restaurant that only serves the anuses of various creatures. So, every dish on the menu features the anus of a different creature. And people are going to love it. Who doesn't want to eat asshole? Okay, now this restaurant is a great idea as well. It's an important one. I just came up with it the other night. That's too many ingredients! Okay, so it's both a restaurant and an ongoing live-streamed game show. Because as people are being served their food, whatever you order, everybody, you should get some extra stuff on it that you didn't ask for. Now, there's a game show part of it where people from the restaurant, we called up to the the front and to sit in a special chair and be blindfolded and given a piece of food with where they take a bite and they add another couple of ingredients, and the person who's eating it has to determine when the moment is that it becomes true that it has too many ingredients. And when they do, the person rings a bell, and then everyone else in the restaurant says, "That's too many ingredients." It's going to be a huge success, obviously. You do want to invest your millions into this for sure. What do we got next? Other. They're not restaurants. Of course, there's all licenses all the time. All licenses all the time is my notion for a business that licenses people to do things they don't need licenses to do. For example, you could be a licensed reader of literature. You could be a licensed home gardener. You could be a licensed metaphysician, like me. But, of course, none of those licenses mean anything unless you get it from all licenses all the time. Because the thing about all licenses all the time is it's all licenses all the time. Okay? There's never an occasion where it's not licenses. Now, which kind of makes it odd because you'll note the next thing, there's a subsidiary, the authorizer. There's a subsidiary of all licenses all the time called the authorizer, and it authorizes you to go places where only authorized personnel are allowed. It'll limit the scope of which kind of authorized personnel places you're authorized to go to. But note, there's no promise made by the authorizer that the authorization of the authorizer will be sufficient authorization for those who are evaluating what level of authorization is needed to enter an authorized place. Okay, so you have been authorized to enter there, but you may not have been authorized by the right person. Because the authorizer doesn't claim to be the person who has the legitimate authority to authorize. Okay, next business, the Downstroke Male Hygiene Products Company. We start with the original Downstroke brand scrotal defense spray, the original scrotum freshening spray. There's an obvious hole in the market right now. Women are able to buy Summer's Eve freshening spray, feminine freshening spray. If you think maybe it'd be better called masculine defense spray, Downstroke brand masculine defense spray. Probably a little bit more subtle. Downstroke brand masculine defense spray is, remember, the original scrotum freshening spray. Now, let's look here. What's next? Pimp My Package scrotal upgrade spray. I think, again, be well served to call this masculine. Nice and subtle, like your mom. Now this is their most popular seller. Their most popular spray. Pimp My Package. Masculine upgrade spray. There's Undercarriage Ride Pimp Glittering Scrotal Spray. Now it's out of stock now, but it was a limited edition collector's scent. It did have glitter in it, so it's kind of for people who like to go out. I guess to gloves with their scrotum out. And then lastly, for those who were really serious, there's Downstroke brand professional grade scrotum rubbing butter. It's maximum protection for up to 24 hours. Next we have God's Big Heaven for-profit church. The thing is, God's Big Heaven is a business idea that says, okay, what do people mostly look to get out of church? They want to get into heaven, and they want that heaven to be good. And why shouldn't the people who make that possible profit from it? So, God's Big Heaven Church promises everybody who goes there that they will get into the heaven for God's Big Heaven Church, which is the biggest heaven, the best heaven, the only heaven that's got universal Wi-Fi for free for everybody, which is kind of important because the old heavens were made a long time ago. They had to retrofit those things for as electricity came in and stuff like that. Anyway, but I think maybe it's not even the services that are going to be the maximal moneymaker here, but rather Holy Moly H2Oly. And this is a holy water delivery service that replaces your regular drinking water with holy drinking water. And it's guaranteed to absolve you of sin from the inside out. This is a lot better than the way people normally do it because normally if you're getting absolved every once in a while, that's really putting you at risk. But if you die in between absolutions, you have sins in your record, then you don't get into heaven. So here at God's Big Heaven, For Profit Church, we want to maximize your likelihood of getting into heaven. That's why we highly recommend you sign up for the Holy Moly H2Holy Holy Water Drinking Water Delivery Service. Okay, combine your drinking water with your holy water, kill two birds with one stone. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, next, the customer service store. So sometimes people just want to engage with a business. They just want to feel special, like, they're being waited on. But they don't actually want to buy anything. Because they don't need another thing cluttering their house, Well, we've got the answer here at the customer service store, where you can come for a complete customer service experience, where we ask you how satisfied you are, and say a lot of polite things to you, and generally are very concerned about how much you're enjoying your experience here at the customer service store. We go out of our way to bring you a cup of water, and if you have to wait for a little while, we make sure you're sitting in a really comfortable chair. Can you wait here for a minute, please? But we're back in less than a minute. I'm so sorry you had to wait. And you can schedule a 15-minute, 30-minute, even an hour-long session at the customer service store and receive absolutely top-level customer service at a very reasonable price. You and what army? I just said this right now, as I did the customer service store, as I did Holy Moly H2Holy. But you know what army is a business where if you feel like you're losing an argument in a comment thread somewhere on the internet, you can hire You and What Army to come in as random people on the internet and just reasonably and sanely sound like they agree with you. I don't know. As a random passerby here, I gotta say I agree with Jason. What he's saying makes a lot of sense. Blah, blah, blah. You can do that for however many threads you want. It's a per thread price. You get actually different people writing comments who are actual people. So they're not fake accounts or anything. The people who work for this customer service store, they are willing to go around the internet and do this. And so it's their actual selves, their identity, or whatever. They may not have their last name, but they're a real person. So if you follow up, who is this guy? It'll look real because it is real. It's a real person. But it's just their job to go around and help people win the court of public opinion about their performance, about their idea in a given argument on the internet. It's a good idea. You know what army? It's a good business idea. So I've had lots of other good business ideas over the years that I can't remember right now. I was hoping to remember to put on this list, but this is a good list because now if I do remember them, I can put them on the list. Here's another thing I think there's a genuine need for, or I don't know, maybe this has been resolved already, but the way that hot water is heated in the United States is so dumb. It's like it's kept in a big tank and kept hot like that. There's got to be some sort of heated coil thing that it could go through that would turn it hot between the pipes where the water comes out of and the shower. It's like you shouldn't have to store water to make hot water. There's got to be a better way to do it. I, and you shouldn't have to a limited amount of hot water. And you shouldn't have to wait for it to come out. Like, imagine if between the wall and your shower head there was a hot coil that all the water went over, red hot coil thing or whatever. And then right next to it there was a cold one, and then they mix together here before it comes out. So if you do that, then you could. I mean, the point is, there's a sort of safety thing where this plan does allow you to shoot out scalding, boiling hot water, which can very much hurt you, but it requires you to be an adult and use a tool that is more powerful, even though it has a potential risk. I would much prefer that setup, though. That I can definitely make the water way too hot, but I have complete control over the temperature, and I get it now, and I get it forever. And I don't have to wait for hot water, and I don't have to run out of hot water, all that stupid nonsense. And even if you could retain the existing hot water heaters, you just put that thing in the shower, because that's the only place you need that thing, really, is the shower. Everything else, if you run out of hot water, whatever. So, anyway, those are my amazing business ideas. Now, granted, most of these restaurants, most of these businesses will probably fail. That's why I want to be a billionaire, so I have plenty of money to waste on these businesses. I mean, I might be the only customer in Food Cube, but I'll go there like every other day. More than just condiments might actually be not a bad idea. Like a store that sells every different kind of mustard and mayonnaise, and I'm sure there is such a store, but I don't know of any such a store around here. So, it'd be like the Bevmo of condiments. Yeah, I said it. It's true. A big claim. The Bevmo of condiments. Wrong hole. Nobody's gonna eat there, but it's a hilarious idea anyway. And that's too many ingredients. I think it might be successful as a game show. It's got a pretty catchy thing that the crowd all shouts out. That's too many ingredients! Like that. All licenses all time is a great idea. Many people have told me this, actually, about that one. It was just another joke business for me when I came up with it, but a lot of people told me this is actually a good idea. And the authorizer I just came up with the other day. When I saw it was a sign that said, authorized personnel only at like the restaurant or something. Oh my god. This authorize. Downstroke Male Hygiene Products Company is something we were joking about on the live stream right now. Masculine defense spray is important. Why is there feminine hygiene spray? There's no masculine hygiene spray. I mean, granted, my junk smells like roses, but not everybody's does. I like the idea of glitter spray for your scrotum. Of course, the reason I discontinued it is people complained that the glitter kept getting stuck down in the folds of the scrotum, and it's tough to get out, I guess. They were always directed to use Downstroke brand professional grade scrotum rubbing butter, and they just felt like they were being exploited. I have a great idea. I think it's Holy Moly H2Holy. That's a great idea for a business. A holy water, drinking water delivery company. Combine your drinking water and your holy water needs all in one. All we gotta do is get some regular drinking water and make it holy, which I can do myself. I'm able to do that. I'm empowered to do that. I'm licensed for it from all licenses all the time. If you're not licensed for making holy water, don't attempt it. You could make demonic water, unholy water it's called, or you could even make Holiness neutral water. It's neither holy nor unholy. You could make blasphemous water. You can make sacred water that's not holy. You can make sanctified water. You gotta. It is an art form and a science, and it requires years of study. So don't even attempt it if you don't already have a license from all licenses all the time to or into regular water, into holy water. It's not something you just start doing one day. You could kill yourself and hundreds of thousands of other people if you attempt it. Okay, well that's it. That's all the business I have on our list here. I made this little loop last night after our live stream, even though it was 3 a.m. The beat is so simple, thought the guitar should be a straightforward rock and roll ham. But it doesn't modulate cause it's on. Some sort of like blues rock song. So if I wanted to do that thing I just did where it like goes to the chorus, which obviously the chorus, I'd go, yeah, for those of you who use Audacity. I don't need that bottom one. I'll get it, whatever. So this is the loop, so, and then if I wanted this one to be, let me put a couple more of them. Here it goes. Now, probably yeah, I think that's the right amount of pitch change. Sounds like it. Alright, now listen to it from here to here. Okay, now we're gonna have a real rock and roll song. Are you ready? A real rock and roll song. A real rock and roll song. Not like the last one, which wasn't the song. It was a fake rock and roll wrong. This is a real rock and roll song. A real rock and roll song. A real rock and roll song for you. We're going back to the beginning of the loop. It goes round and round. We got another one of the same attitude before. It's gonna go up and sound a little bit like this. And then you got to change the singing so that it goes with it, of course, until it goes back to the original one. That's this part right here. So I don't know, I might do something with that little rock song. Who knows? Who knows? Nobody knows. Except for you. And me. And everybody else.